All right, now, how did you do this? Let's go over this.
This one's a really cool piece. I really love this. It's a classic, and it's using real skill, real sleight of hand. So you ready to learn this?
I'm ready.
You ready to learn this? Check this out. Okay, the first thing I'm going to teach you is the vanish of the sponge ball. These are just regular sponge balls. They look like clown noses. You know, I have to beat up a couple of clowns to get these. But check this out. Here's how you vanish a sponge ball. It's going to look as if I'm placing the ball inside my hand, and that's exactly what it should look like. But cleverly, I kept it in this hand, so I'm faking it. I'm taking it pinched at the first and second thumb and first finger, just like this. I'm opening my left hand. The right hand is going to place it right here. This is called a retention vanish, because you're going to retain the vision or the image of this sponge ball in the hand while the hand's closing. You can really see it in there to the last second, but here's what's really happening. When I close my hand around that ball, right at the last second, right as these fingers are starting to shade that ball and you can't see it, here's what really happens. I steal it out using these three fingers and I come back into that position so it really looks like the ball went in my hand. Here's what it looks like. I'll try to slow it down. Here to here, steal it out. It's in there. Boom, and it jumps over here. That's the vanish. Now, I'm going to show you the whole entire routine so you can understand when I vanish a sponge ball, you'll know how I did it. One of the sponge balls I'm going to place in my back pocket. It's just going to be sticking out of my back pocket a little so I can grab it really easy. Another sponge ball is going to be hidden in my right hand, just like this, in my fist. See? It just hides, it's squeezed down real tight. You don't even see it. And this one's also hidden in my other hand. So, I come out and I say, oh, the first thing we're going to need is a sponge ball. I do this. I reach behind her head, and behind her head, I actually just produce the sponge ball and come back out.
I knew it wasn't in my hair.
It was hidden in my hand. There's another one hidden in this fist, and that's how I make one turn into two. I grab it like this. At the same time I'm bringing it to the table, I'm actually gonna add the two together as I come down, put my finger in between them, and pretend like I'm sawing it in half. Boop, there's your second one. Isn't that great? Now I'm going to do this little pattern here. When you do all this jive, you do all this and you place this here. And how does that work? Well, here's what's happening. You're going to touch, touch, flip over, flip over. You're going to do the vanish now. I'm going to do the vanish, and I'm going to grab this one along with this one. People think there's one here and one here, but now there are two here. So that's how that works. As I put this down, I back up and I say, you know how I did that? I did it very well, but I'm actually stealing the sponge ball from my back pocket. I grab one of the sponge balls and literally put them together really quickly. I'm just putting them together and pretending to split them. That's how I get three. Now for the final routine, I grab this one sponge ball, I vanish it, it's over here. As I grab the other two, I'm actually grabbing all three, but I say, I'm gonna hold one and you're gonna hold the other two. She's actually got all three in her hand. There it goes. Now you tell them to turn their hand over because you don't want them to prematurely open up their hand. I vanish mine, gone, and when she opens up her hand nice and slow, you tell her, look, the magic happens in the palm of her hand. And that, my friends, is the amazing sponge ball trick.
Very cool.
You gotta practice this one.
I'm gonna have to practice.